just in a seated position. And we might just start with some breath work with the breathing called the Nadi shodena breath. So let's just come into a seated position. Just give yourself all the time you need to just settle. So often our mind is busy planning things ahead, and if we're always planning, we just bring a sense of conflict and separation into what's happening right now. We always want things to be different. We deny ourselves here and now. So just let the busy mind settle, give it all the time it needs. You might like to embrace these yoga ideas of your sthira and your sukha, so that however you sit, you can be steady and comfortable. So if you've sat on the floor and your back is hurting or something feels stiff, sit on a chair. You might raise your sit bones up so you can elongate the spine, neck be long. We always attend to these things, this sense of being steady and comfortable before anything else. For our mind to become still, our body needs to be comfortable. Let's take our palms down by the side of the body. We'll inhale, feel like we're lifting a heavy weight. Take some time to inhale and reach the hands up. As they come close together, let's turn the palms and sink down. Shoulders are heavy. Elbows come down. You might like to visualize that you're just pushing the energy down to the mid part of the body. Inhaling to lift again. And then sigh it out. Sense of letting go. What stories am I telling myself that I don't need anymore? Let's take one hand to our heart, one hand to our lower belly. As we take the next breath, let's just feel that lower hand expand. And then we sigh it out. Empty out lungs. Let's breathe in through the nose. And let it go. As you breathe out, you might feel your shoulders heavy. Upper hand is still. Slowly bringing ourselves closer to this idea of presence. Just acknowledging how we are, how we feel today. Whatever thoughts and emotions might be going through our mind, we just allow them without judgment. Through attention to our breath, we teach ourselves to listen. Maybe to hear a little more, to see a little clearer. Teach ourselves this skill of attentiveness. Whenever you're ready, take the hands down to the legs. We're going to start with this Nadi shodena breath, our alternate nostril breath. So let's bring 2 fingers in between our eyebrows to our third eye. Shoulders are heavy, spine is long, neck is long, chin might be tucked a little under. Just feel into this acupressure point, the yin tao point. So it's a key point on our body for good memory, for focus. What we'll try and do here with our breath is bring an evenness across our left and our right, our hot and our cold, our up and our down. This is a sense to which our body all day moves between things. And health is finding balance between the two. So we're neither one or the other. We do this just by alternating our breath through one side of our nose to the other. So let's start by blocking off our right nostril with our thumb. We'll inhale through the left. Pause the breath, and then we'll block off the left and breathe out through the right. Inhaling through the right. Block that off with the thumb. Sigh out through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Pause the breath while you block off the left. Breathe out through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the left. So just find your own flow here with the breath. Each nostril corresponds with the opposite side of the brain. So our left nostril, when it's more open, means our right side is more dominant, our creative side. When our right nostril feels a little more open, it means our left brain is dominant, our more analytical, mathematical side. You might think of your day as moving between this kind of energetic, upbeat, possibly irritated or angsty right side and this more lethargic, relaxed, colder, slow left side. We're always swinging between the two in terms of our thoughts, our emotions, our energy levels. And our balance comes with well-being, with healing. So when we bring these sides into balance, this is how we find healing within our body. The end of your next breath, you can take the hands down. Let's bring a little bit of movement into the body. Let's take our right hand down to the ground and left hand reaches over. So we're opening up the left side body. Side out. And then let's sweep that arm across in front. We're going to take our right arm up and over. Let it go. Keeping the sit bones heavy. Sweep that arm forward. Let's take the left arm up. This time let's turn the neck and look up. Sweep it around. And again, lift the arm over, look up. Let's do one more time each side. Let's walk our right hand behind the body. Left hand comes outside the right knee. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to twist. Walk the left hand behind, the right hand outside the left knee. Inhale to grow tall. Side out. Let's take both hands behind the body. Open out the chest, open the heart. Press the palms into the ground. Take a breath. And then we'll press ourselves up. Let's roll the shoulders. Both directions. Let's take our hands up. Take a big wide circle with the elbows. Come back the other way. Let's bring our fingers together, interlace the fingers and just roll through the wrists. And then when you're ready, let's come into all fours, into our tabletop position. And we'll spread our fingers wide, palms pressing into the mat. Just check that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. We might tuck the toes at the back. We're going to press through our hands and just lift our knees off the ground. Just a millimeter or two. Bring a little bit of heat in. Make sure we're not inviting any tension into the neck or chin. Whenever you need to, drop the knees down. Let's try that one more time. Press through the hands, press through the toes, lift the knees up. Take a breath. Very easy to just hold your breath when you do this. And when you need to, drop down. Let's inhale to lift our right arm up, peel it up. Exhale, bring it down to the ground. And let's move into the left side. Side out. Let's do two more each side. Inhaling to reach up. We're going to untuck the toes, sweep the hands behind the body, drop your head down. Just allow the shoulders to be heavy, side out. Keeping the knees down, let's press through the knees and reach up high, reach behind the body. Exhale, sweep the hands behind. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, let it go. Two more times. Let's slowly walk the hands forward, drop the tailbone down, drop the shoulders down. Take a breath. Slowly walking the hands back. Let's press through the hands. We're going to raise up our right knee, open it out. Just take some small circles. Extending the leg out to the side. Switch direction, opening out. Let's take the leg all the way behind. We're going to peel up the right arm, twisting up. Reach high, and then side out. Let's bring the right leg down. Left knee raises up, small circles. Switch direction when you're ready. Let's extend that leg all the way behind the body. Peeling the arm up, reaching up. Exhale, hand comes back to mat. All right, let's drop that knee down. We're going to step our right foot forward up towards our hands. Once you get there, just take a moment to press through the feet. See if you can switch on these muscles on the inside of our leg. Usually we can do it just by raising the inside of our foot. We want to feel steadiness before we come up. Pressing through the feet, we take both arms wide. Raise up the hands above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a minute to press through the feet, find your center. And then let's inhale to take the elbow outside the knees. Press the hands into each other. And side out. We're going to drop the left hand down, right hand raises up, reaching up. Exhale, hand comes to the mat. Let's step that right leg back, drop the knee down. We'll switch straight over to the left side. Step the left leg forward. Take a breath. Let's bring our attention to the feet again. Pressing through the floor, we slowly come up. Take our arms out and wide. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. See if we can find that center, that sense of balance. Inhale together. Exhale, we draw our right elbow outside the left knee. Press the hands into each other. Stack the elbows. Side out. Let's drop the right hand down. Peel up the left arm. And side out to bring that arm back down. Let's step both, or the back foot forward and halfway lift. Take a breath in, exhale, side out. Bring our hands to the floor. We'll take the left knee back this time. Let's inhale to raise the right arm up, reach up. Side out, come back to the floor. Let's slowly walk our hands back, straighten that right leg, press the heel into the floor. Feel a strong sensation down the back of the leg. Walk the hands back to the front of the mat. This time we're going to walk the hands out to the side, all the way to the back of the mat. And see if we can straighten that front leg again, pressing the heel down. So back sit bone comes down towards the hand. If you feel steady here, you might bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath. Slowly walk the hands back. Let's inhale to lift the right arm up again. Exhale, side out. Step the back leg forward and inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Hands to the mat, right knee comes behind the body. Let's inhale to raise the left arm up, twisting the spine. Exhale, bring it down. So walk the hands slowly back, pressing the heel down. Take a breath. Hands slowly come forward. And let's lift that left arm again. Maybe the back knee rises up. We side out. Let's walk the hands around to the side of the mat. Taking our sit bones down to our right heel. Left leg is long. Take a breath. If you feel steady, maybe bring hands to heart center. Whenever you're ready, walk the hands back around. And then let's peel up again, lifting arm high. Exhale, hand comes back down to the mat. Let's step that front foot backwards. We're going to lift our tailbone into a downward facing dog. Side out. Tailbone is high. Press the heels down towards the ground. Pressing through the back of the calves. You might turn your shoulders out a little. Shoulders moving away from each other. Fingers are wide and pressing into the mat. Let's slowly walk our hands to the back of the mat. Side out as we hang down, press through the heels. Inhale as we slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. And as we come up to standing, let's roll the shoulders. Come straight back down, shoulders are heavy. Hands come back to the mat. Let's slowly walk the hands forward. Tailbone lifts back up. Side out. Let's drop our knees down. Untuck the toes. Take the hands all the way behind. Side out. Let it go. All right, let's slowly come up. Back to our tabletop. We're going to step our right foot forward. Let's bring it up towards the hands. Keeping our knee on the ground, we're going to reach both arms up into a low lunge. And then sigh out as we drop our shoulder down to our knee. Press through the foot. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, fall. 2 more times. Moving with the breath. Do 1 more. Hands to the mat. Let's step it forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, side out. Let it. Let's step the right leg back, knee to the ground. Press through both foot as we slowly rise both hands above the head. Exhale as we drop the shoulder to the knee. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, let it go. Just find your own rhythm with the breath. Let's do 2 more. Take our hands to the mat. Step that back leg forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands to the shins. Hang that head down. Sigh everything out. Let's maybe ragdoll a little from side to side. Then we're going to inhale to take the arms up by the side. Reach up. Come up to a standing position. Hands come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to allow the knuckles to rest on the center of the chest. You might feel into the connection of the feet to the ground. Knees are slightly bent. Shoulders are heavy. So you can feel your shoulders moving a little further away from your ears. Neck is long. You might come back into this sense of connection to the breath and finding presence. So wherever your mind has taken you, just acknowledge those thoughts, acknowledge those emotions. Without judgment, just allow them into the body. As we invite calm back in, we come back to this place of just hearing a little more attentively. Maybe noticing things around us, the sounds of birds in the background, music or traffic noise, the feeling within our body. Maybe with this sense of attentiveness also comes feeling of clarity before we make the next decisions for our lives. Simple choices of how we spend our day, where we put our focus. Let's take the hands down. We're going to inhale to sweep them up. Exhale, take them all the way down to the ground. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the legs back. We're going to keep exhaling all the way down. Bend the elbows. Inhale, head comes up, neck and chest comes up, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the tailbone. Pressing through the heels. Feel that extension through the spine. Let's inhale to lift the right leg up high behind the body. And as we exhale, we're just going to slowly roll onto the ball of the left foot, bring the knee in towards the chest, and wherever it lands, just allow it to drop down. It can feel a bit awkward when we do this quickly. Let's drop that back knee, peel the left arm up. Side out to come down. This time we're going to press through the feet. See if we can lift the knee, come up into a high lunge. Take your time. Sigh it out as we turn the back foot to 45 degrees. Extend the arms out into warrior two. Drop the shoulders down. Check your knee is stacked over the ankle at the front. Take a breath and just see if you can feel your hands moving away from each other. Sense of ease in the shape. Come back to that idea of sthira and sukha. Steadiness, comfort. Let's flip our front hand over, palm faces up. We'll inhale to reach behind the body. Sigh it out, take both hands down to the ground. Let it go. Turn the feet forward. Inhale, we'll rise up the right arm. Sigh it out, take it back down to the ground. Let's walk the hands around to the side. And we're going to have our feet face towards the side of the mat. And then just drop the hands down. Let it go. You might like to take the hands out to the ankles. Maybe as you take another breath to lengthen the spine. You exhale, side out. Let's walk the hands back to the front of the mat. Drop the knee down. We'll step forward to halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Let's peel the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders. All right, we'll take the arms out again, lifting up. Inhale high. Exhale, sweep them down. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands to the mat, step back into a plank. Keep exhaling, bend the elbows, chaturanga down. Inhale, chin comes up, chest comes up. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the tailbone. Sigh out. Press into the hand, let's lift that left foot this time, behind the body. Slow as you can, bring the knee into the chest. Roll into the ball of the right foot. We're just going to drop that foot where it lands softly. Side out. Let's press through both feet and slowly bring the hands up into a high lunge. Take all the time you need. And then exhale out as we open. Back foot is 45 degrees. Front foot faces forward. Arms are wide. Drop those shoulders. Take a few breaths. Let's flip that front hand. Inhale to take it way up over the head. And then sigh it out, windmill hands all the way down. Feet come back to face the front. We'll slowly walk the hands around to the side of the body. Toes point to the side of the mat. Drop the head down. You might like to take your hands behind the body. Palms come together. Interlace the fingers. Sigh it out. Let's take 3 breaths here. You feel a strong sensation on the back of the legs. Just breathe into it. Maybe as you sigh out, you drop a little deeper. If your hands are behind the back, draw the shoulders towards each other. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Whenever you're ready, let's take the arms down to the mat. Let's walk the hands forward. Come back into our low lunge. Let's step that back leg all the way forward and inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Let's just slowly roll up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Press through the feet. Come back up to standing. Let's roll the shoulders. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Just take a moment to find that point on the mid part of your sternum where your knuckles rest, the sea of tranquility. It's a calming point for our body. As we take our next breath, we invite in presence. Sigh out distraction. We invite in resilience and strength. We let go of fatigue. We invite in calm and well-being. Maybe we let go of fear and anxiety. Let's bring our hands together, just create a little bit of heat. Maybe bring the hands up to seal in the learnings of practice today. And let's make small intention to take this energy throughout everything we do, everyone we meet in our day. Thanks for sharing, everyone.